Oh, oh, oh. Making sure it's running. Torian and Jonathan. I like to help people tell their stories, and this is TJ Talks, the podcast. I'm going to be 100% honest. Words are hard today. Honest in two areas. I have switched up my workout plan. Wow, words. I have switched up my workout plan. I'm used to work out in the afternoons. Now I work out in the mornings, and I see the results. I have energy, but words come hard apparently. Something to note. But I also was planning on skipping or taking a week hiatus. I decided against it because I set a goal for myself the moment I passed over the initial 4 and saying, let's finish out the year. I made that goal with myself last week. Let me finish out the year weekly. So instead of taking the break, I'm going to talk about the reason I was going to take the break. Planning. I have been very big on doing the planning, the writing it down, getting it out of my head, internalizing my ideas. But I have to be perfectly honest in saying that I, singular, will start a million things, only finish 5. That's human nature, but I want to up my only finish 5 to at least 10. Like, just start 100 things, I want to finish 10. Then I feel better. Like, now I start 100 things, I finish 5 or 4. I want to at least finish 10. So, with that stated, writing it down is one thing. Planning is another. One way I plan on executing and upping my completion rate is plotting out time. Only you know yourself. So be real with yourself. For instance, I'm not going to cook every single day. I'm capable of cooking every single day, but I'm not going to cook every day. You got to look yourself in the mirror and realize this. I am going to cook a few days out of the week. That is my plan. And I plan on sticking to that. I plan on working out a few days out of the week. That is my plan, and I'm sticking to that. I plan on updating my portfolio this week. That is my plan, and I'm going to make myself stick to that. That's something I've been trying to do for a while. I have done a lot of things, but my website and my social medias don't reflect what I've done recently, especially what I'm capable of. So that's why I was going to take my break. I need to polished up my professional resume, but I am a creative, a videographer, a photographer. I need to update my public portfolio, if you will. So I need to organize what I've done. Thankfully, I've been organized, but I have not pulled out the snippets and pieces that go into broadcasting myself. I thankfully have a system for being organized now in video and photo. Especially in video, it could be a headache if you aren't organized. Photo, you can kind of sort of get away with it, but your life's easier if you keep everything in one place. And with that was the reason I said, okay, my podcast now is an asset. At 30 episodes, that is something I do need to factor in because I don't have a archiving system for my podcast. YouTube only has the ones where I've done the video, and then everybody has access to the audio versions. But I have yet to break out snippets. Nobody's called me on that yet. I have yet to break out snippets. Yes, they're short shows, but I've yet to put snippets of said shows on my socials of the talking points. That was tick number 2. So with those 2, I have my running orders for the next 2 weeks. And that's why I wanted to stick in and actually jot out a plan and actually follow it through. Writing it is one thing. Planning it is one thing. But the key purpose of writing it and planning it is make sure you make it something you can actually execute. Guess that's the second thing this week. Executing. After 30 episodes, I have effectively executed my initial test. After 11 years, I have effectively executed my stretch into music production. After 13 years this month, I have effectively executed my foray into photography and videography. And I guess I'll claim that one too. After 15 years, I have effectively executed my foray into graphic design. Write it down, plan it, execute. I hope that made sense. I can dig into that deeper at a different date, but I need to get to executing these 2 plot points that I've been pushing off for the longest time. So with that said, Tori and Jonathan, I like to help people tell their stories. This has been TJ Talks, the podcast, and I hope you execute your plans. Later.